Hi there, thank you so much for joining me today. This video is a tag video. It is the Would You Rather tag created by Gooch. Kelly was kind enough to tag me. Thank you, Kelly, very kind of you. There are 9 questions and it's pretty much choosing 2 bad situations and figuring out which one is the lesser evil of the 2. Which one would you rather have? There are 9 questions here. I'm just gonna get started. The first one is, would you rather have a bad base or bad eye makeup? I do focus a lot on my skin. I'm very skin focused when I do my makeup. I spend the majority of the time on perfecting my base, and then whatever time I have left I'll spend on my eyes. So for me, skin is just more of a priority, and I think if you have really good skin, you can kind of get away with having subpar eye makeup. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just me, but yeah, I'd definitely rather have bad eye makeup than base makeup. Second question, would you rather wear a neutral eye for the rest of your life or a neutral lip? As much as I love wearing colorful eyeshadow and playing around with eye looks, I love a purple lip. And there's just something about like a bright red lip, do you know what I mean? Just like a bright red in like the summer or in the winter. Yeah, I couldn't live without a purple lip, so I'm gonna say I'd rather have a neutral eye for the rest of my life. Third question, would you rather wear the wrong foundation shade or no foundation at all? How wrong of a shade are we talking? Are we talking about like just super dark? That's what I'm thinking, like super orange face and then white body. That's like my nightmare. Yeah, I guess I'd rather go with no foundation at all. Can I still put some concealer like around my nose where I have a lot of redness? Like, can I still kind of use a foundation product? Even so, even if I wasn't allowed to, I'd still rather not wear any foundation. I would probably just have to watch more of J Kiss's tutorials. She never wears foundation and she always looks great. So I'd just have to like do what she does and that would be fine. Fourth question is, would you rather give up primer or setting spray? I would say I would rather give up primer. I love setting spray too much. Setting spray is just one of my favorite things. It's like the last step when everything is done and it just kind of takes everything to a new level. Makes my skin look really great. Once again, skin focused. I don't really have any major issues on my skin that I would need a primer for. I don't need something super pore filling. I don't need something color correcting that a foundation wouldn't be able to do. And even though I like trying a lot of different brands, and I have been using primer a lot more this year than I have in past years, I still can't think of like a holy grail primer, but I can think of a lot of setting sprays that are like top tier for me. So definitely I'd rather give up primer. Question number 5, would you rather not wear makeup for a year or not drink coffee for a year? I'm gonna switch out coffee with tea because I drink tea every day. That's tough because I have a really nice routine with a cup of tea. Like in the mid-morning at work, I make a nice fresh cup of chai and I have these little Belvita breakfast cookies, and that's like my breakfast for the day, and it's just something I've been doing for like years now, and it'd be really hard to give that up for a year. That's like such a nice like routine that I have every morning. But I would be heartbroken to know that my makeup is just sitting in my drawers and I'd have to let it sit there untouched for an entire year. So when I came back, everything was a year older. So yeah, I think my answer is I would rather give up drinking tea, even though I obviously would rather not give up either of those. But yeah, definitely I'd give up tea. Question number 6, would you rather have only 60 seconds to do your daily makeup routine or have to do a full glam 1-hour transformation every time you do your makeup? In the morning, especially like weekdays before I go to work, I probably still spend like 30-35 minutes on my makeup, sometimes more if I have more time. So pushing that to 1 hour wouldn't be too far-fetched. There's only so many things I'd be able to do in 60 seconds that it probably wouldn't even be worth wearing makeup at all. I'd probably be able to put on like 2 products. And it's not saying I have to do 1 hour every single day, it's just whenever I do my makeup. So if I don't have an hour to wear makeup, then I just won't wear any. So I think I would rather do the full 1 hour versus the 60 seconds because like what could I even do with 60 seconds, you know? Number 7, would you rather only use mattes or only use shimmers? And I was watching Sarah Rose's version of this video and she was talking about, are we talking about just eyeshadows or are we talking about all makeup products? Because that makes it way harder. Yeah, I could wear like a glowy bronzer and a glowy blush and a glowy highlight and like a shimmery shadow all over the lid. I could do that. But does that include lip products too? Because you can have matte lipsticks and shimmer lipsticks as well. Do I want to wear a shimmer lipstick? I don't want to wear a shimmer lipstick. Yeah, even so, I don't like mattes that much. I think I'd get so bored with mattes, and I just don't think that would ever look good to have all matte, like matte foundation, matte blush, matte bronzer, matte. How do you wear a matte highlight? I don't even know how that would work. Yeah, no, I'd rather do shimmers. I'd probably wear a lot less makeup in general just because like a full face of just shimmer would be a lot, but I would still rather just wear shimmers. Number 8, would you rather not do makeup for a year or never watch another YouTube video ever again? I know in the first question that asked about not wearing makeup for a year, I chose that over tea. Like wearing makeup every day is more important than tea for me, but is wearing makeup more important than YouTube? And it's saying you never get to watch another video again. Watching YouTube videos is a really big part of my life. I usually play some on my way to and from work. I play it in the background whenever I'm doing stuff around the house. Whenever I'm getting ready in the morning, I even have some people that I like to watch before I go to bed because they're just like relaxing. And I watch YouTube for more than just makeup stuff. I watch a lot of personal finance channels. Sometimes I'll watch stuff about like current events or just to learn more about what's going on in the world. And I also use YouTube for music as well. I make playlists and that's what I listen to whenever I'm in the car and stuff. So I use YouTube for a lot of educational stuff and entertainment stuff. So that's like a huge facet. That's giving up a lot, and that's forever, you know, that's not just for a year. So definitely I would rather give up makeup for a year than YouTube forever. Like, yeah. And the last one is one has to go. Highlight, bronzer, blush. Kelly, you're really taking my 3 favorite products and you're asking me to kill one. When I first saw this one, I thought my answer would be highlight, because I love bronzer and I love blush so much, and I feel like my makeup just isn't complete if I don't have either of those things on. But I do love highlight so much. Like, it really just adds something to the skin, and I put it everywhere. Like, I put it on my collarbones, I put it on my cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, above my brows, on my brow bone. Like, I really put it a lot of places, and I feel like I just look too flat and too matte if I don't have highlighter on. So maybe I'll choose highlighter and bronzer and just use like a warm tone bronzer as a blush. Am I allowed to do that? Is that cheating? If I'm allowed to do that, then I'll give up blush. If I'm not allowed to use bronzer as a blush, then I guess I'll give up highlight. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, I'll give up blush. That one hurts. I'm glad it's hypothetical, but yeah, I'd give up blush. Okay, so the first couple questions were pretty easy. I kind of already knew which one was more important to me, but then once you got towards the end, the last half of the questions were really hard and really made me think about like where my priorities are. That was a really fun exercise. Kelly, once again, thanks so much for tagging me. This was really fun to do. Like I've said for past tag videos, I'm not going to tag anyone in particular just because I don't know who's already been tagged. So I'm going to just tag anyone who wants to do it. If you have a YouTube channel or an Instagram or some type of social media type of thing that you would like to do your own version, please let me know. I'd love to come watch it. Or if you would just like to participate by giving your answers in the comments, I'd love to see what your answers would be and if we have anything in common or if you just have different priorities than I do. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!